You know, it's pretty wild to think that one single super common word could unlock a massive idea about how we all communicate. Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to find a huge concept hiding inside a word you already use all the time. Okay, so let's jump in with our word of the day, river. We all know it, and yeah, the dictionary definition is exactly what you'd expect, a channel of water. Simple, right? Pretty standard stuff. Well, maybe not. Because tucked away in that dictionary entry is this little note. It says the word river is on the Basic English 850 list. Now, it's super easy to just glance right over that, but that one little line, that's our first clue.
And boom, that one little clue opens up this huge question. It's really the key to this whole thing. What in the world is the Basic English 850 list? Let's follow this trail and see where it leads.
Okay, this is where we really start to unpack that clue. We're about to see how this simple-sounding list is actually a pretty radical idea about language itself. So it all boils down to this one number, 850. And trust me, it's not a random number at all. It's the carefully chosen foundation for an entire system of communication. And this is what it's all about. Basic English. It's a whole functioning version of the English language built with just 850 core words. And the goal? It was to create a tool that anyone, anywhere in the world could pick up and use to communicate big, important ideas clearly and effectively.
All right, so let's circle all the way back to our original word, river, and see how it just perfectly shows the power and honestly the elegance of this whole system. How can one little word do so much work?
This is where the magic happens. Every single word on that 850-word list was chosen because it's flexible. A river isn't just a channel of water, right? It can also mean a lot of something, like a river of votes. It's like every word is a Swiss Army knife. It has multiple tools built in, making that tiny vocabulary incredibly powerful.
And get this, the whole system explains itself. Think about it. How do you explain what river means if you only have 850 words? Easy. You use other words from the list. Need a synonym for that channel of water? You could say stream. What about a synonym for that river of votes? Maybe a mountain of votes. And the opposite? A trickle. It's this beautiful closed loop of simple, easy-to-get concepts.
Okay, so what about new stuff? How do you talk about things that aren't on the list? Well, the system is designed to grow. Instead of adding thousands of new words, you just combine the ones you already have. River plus bank becomes riverbank. River plus boat becomes riverboat. It's so logical and intuitive, and it keeps the vocabulary tiny while the number of things you can talk about stays huge. So you might be thinking, okay, that's a neat little language trick, but why does it actually matter? Well, this isn't just a clever game. This idea has some really profound implications for how we talk to each other in our super complex global world. Here's the big idea, the main takeaway. It turns out that having fewer words, that limitation, can actually be a strength. By kind of forcing ourselves to use a smaller, more fundamental set of words, we can often get our big, important ideas across with way more clarity and impact. And that really leaves us with something to chew on, doesn't it? In our world today, which is just full of jargon and noise and information overload, could it be that the most powerful, the most sophisticated way to communicate is also the most beautifully simple?